Hey friends, it's your boy BigTCGFan coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to be doing another video in my Decklist series. And the decklist I'm going to share with you guys today is my decklist for the Star Trek card game. This is the OG Star Trek series, but it's a newer game than the original Star Trek card game, which was based on the Next Generation. Okay, so what I did was, after playing this game, I was able to evaluate how things worked and try to come up with a strategy that I hope works. Now obviously I have all of the default cards. It includes the Enterprise, Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and the 3 default mission, plot, and discovery cards. So we'll put those up there so you can see them if you want. And then what I did was, my goal was to try to be flexible in what I'm looking at here. So I tried to balance the icons, the 3 icons, so when you're flipping, it's not so bad. So a theme I'm going after is an attempted focus on the wild card. So what I did was I picked several wild cards. This deck will have more than the average deck that give random bonuses, right? Because there's a crew member, and I'll show you him, that allows you to bring back wild cards. So the idea is that I can get some repetition. So I've looked wild cards that were really awesome that could do different things. Like this guy right here turns into a landing party, but bonus. So you can slap him in to give yourself a quick bonus against certain types of cards. And then to immediately draw. See, this right here is a great card because you can draw back to your hand size. So you would love to get that. See, in this one right here, you can neutralize the cost of stuff. So that's pretty handy. And then current player may play default episode cards for the remaining. So this is a great way to really jack your opponent, because you can force them to be using the crappy default episode cards, which will really slow them down. And then I got her right here. She actually works for against your opponent, because you could put her in on their crew and then try to kill her. If you kill her, it nukes his whole episode. All right, so for the plots, what I did was I'm just trying to get just general plots that like I thought were either really cool. They didn't have too many negatives here under here, and so they could be feasibly executed by me or to mess my opponents. So it's a good way to, like, in my case I was more focused on me. So like I made sure that didn't hurt me too much. Like this one right here, minus all ratings, would be against my opponent. This one I would use depending on. All right, so the challenge is what I was after. You see how it has 2 here? I went for challenges that had flexibility in that field, so I can pick and choose what I'm doing based upon what my opponent's crew, his team looks like. So I went with that. Then obviously this one right here, I just chose it because it's really powerful. So this one right here has both, as you can see, and this guy's just really strong. So yeah, like I said, you got a Klingon, so that's pretty sweet. And then Star Enigma, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. And then I put a couple extras, so I felt it was really important to be constantly able to challenge your opponent. So I really focused on that. I got a con. All right, so what we're doing here is this right here, Uhura, is actually probably one of the most important crew members I have. Summon to bridge. Pay 1 XC to remove from your deck 1 crew card not currently in play and place it in your hand. So I get her out, and I'm able to literally just tutor up any guy I dang want. It's insanely powerful. Anytime you can tutor something, you're rocking it. And you'll see, this guy's great because look, 0 XC to intercede to make it so Kirk can intercede for him. So it's a great way for me to be able to keep it from killing him. This guy right here is pretty great to add 1. So what he does is pay 1 XC from your crew to the landing party. So from your component. So basically you could sneak an extra guy in with this guy. Pretty awesome. Now this right here, he's the superstar of the whole deck. Transporter. Pay 2 XC to retrieve any wild card from your discard pile, excluding permanent wilds, which is why you can see I have so many wilds. Because if I get this guy out and I use Uhura to tutor him, if I get this guy out, it's done, son. Because I'm going to be able to manipulate and control what I'm doing with the wild cards and really hammer my opponents. So this guy and Uhura are the 2 stars of the whole deck. Everything relies on them. This guy right here, I just like him because you just pay 1 XC to add a humanity icon to any icon draw. So if you ever get into a pinch, this guy could be your hero. And then her, oh my god, another superstar. Pay 1 XC to redirect an action against one landing party to another crew in the landing party. She would be the secondary choice. She might even be the first choice I have with Uhura, because I get her out, then I'm able to force my opponents to use logic on Spock, humanity on McCoy, and combat on Kirk. So she's really great. As you saw in the game I played, this card right here made the game for me, because I was able to manipulate what my opponent was doing. Alright, so the discoveries, like I said, in the case of the discoveries, I just went with ones that I liked and that gave me a lot of XC. So, and they were rare too, so that was nice. Alright, now with the missions, I wanted to, like for this one, all your crew is present. This one's just too great because you could fill everything. Maximum 3 crew may be assigned to the landing party for this episode. This is a good one against your opponent, but it's also a good one for me if I'm looking to get a big hit on XC, because it's 4. So I could, in theory, get the best 3 cards I have. One of which could be the guy to sneak in another guy. Alright, so if you have 4 or greater combat, so these are ones where you're picking and choosing the guys to just get more bows. Another unlimited crew, I like that. Current player may bring an unlimited. So you see I have that several times, and this one includes the Enterprise. That was really a focus. All challenges are a +1 logic rating. And then playing the Scarlet players may discard any number of cards, then draw that many from their deck. Just a way to refill your hand or get better cards in your hand. All crew are at +1 to combat. So this is a great one for me. Okay, so there you go. So you can see here, what I was focusing on was those 2 crewmen, and then the ability, using their abilities to the best of my ability, and then maximizing my crew size. I just felt those were really important abilities to have that just made the deck run better. I'm hoping to someday run into someone and actually play them this game. The way I roll is I keep all these decks that I show you in my deck profiles. I keep. The only exceptions might be the commander decks, because I am a commander nutball, so I'll probably be changing those out constantly. Alright, so this concludes my video. Make sure you like, comment, share, comment down below, share if you can. Peace out.